Okay, guys, welcome to Dave's LFC Chats, a Champions League episode tonight. Keith's with me as usual, and we have a special guest, Jay Pearson from the Kopite podcast and Redmen TV. How are you, Jay?
I'm very good, mate. Dave, thanks for having me, pal. I've been dying to do this for ages.
What? You're lying. He's not.
I'm not fucking lying, mate. You've been with us a few times, haven't you?
I know. I'm only joking.
You did the best show with us because it was the day we were lifting the trophy. And if any did do that was the best show ever because the excitement on that was just brilliant.
Yeah, we weren't able to celebrate it properly, but we did our best, I suppose, couldn't we?
Yeah, exactly, mate. Got to. Yeah.
Right, lads. Obviously, Premier League, we can put that to one side, probably, which is good news. And
put it to bed.
Put it to bed. We've a Champions League. Oh, here we go. Cover that up. Yeah. But we've a big game tomorrow night, of course, in Budapest, which is our home tie. So we're away from home playing at home. I don't even want to go into that. But we're 2-0 up. Last 16-second leg. I just looking at the table in the Bundesliga. Leipzig are only 2 points behind Bayern Munich. They're flying in that German. They're a good side, lads.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little bit nervy. Even 2-0 up, I'm a little bit nervy about this game tomorrow. This tie's not over. What do you think, Keith? First, what do you think?
I'd near enough. That just the way we're playing. I could. Consider us maybe approaching it almost like in a way and effectively, close down the space, not overcommit, go back maybe 10, 15 yards, and then look to do exactly what we did against them in the first leg and just look to get the ball, early over the top to the lads to run on, depending on who's fit. And then if we get one, well then obviously they have to get four, to be honest with you. And that's the way I'd be approaching the game. Just try and get one. Take our chance, get one, and then I can't see us conceding four. Well, Jesus Christ. I hope the fuck we don't concede four.
No, not actually. If we get one, they can beat us 3-1 and go through because we're at home.
Good point,
yeah. So we keep forgetting that we're actually at home. So a 3-1 loss and we're out.
Yeah.
But as you said, Keith, I mean, I'm a bit nervous about this. I'm also hearing that Bobby Firmino looks like a big doubt. I don't know whether the way he's been playing at the moment, whether that's good or bad news. But what way do you think we should approach it, Jay? I mean, obviously we're away, but it's a home tie, for goals difference and whatever way that counts. But
yeah,
we've got to get a performance, though. We've got to get a performance tomorrow night.
Definitely, mate. You've hit the nail on the head there. We're at home technically, but we're away, and I'm glad we are because right now I don't want to play the rest of the season at Anfield because of the way the form going.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's a blessing in disguise, really. But I think the way we need to approach that is obviously with the news that Bobby's now out. Obviously, Jota will obviously slot right in there, which we've all been dying to see. We've been dying to see since he got injured in the Champions League. So that's a massive positive for us. So no disrespect to Bobby Firmino, he's a fantastic player, but maybe giving him this little break is a really positive thing. So Jota can slot right in there. But we need to approach this anyway. Keith said, just go for it straight away, but obviously be quite reserved. We've got to be careful because we are getting caught on the break with the high line. I don't think Klopp's going to play as much of a high line because we've got a lead to protect. And Leipzig, like I said, they're no stooges in this competition. They got to the semis last year. They're doing really well without Timo Werner's goals. They are a force to be reckoned with in Germany. We've got to be on our toes from minute one.
Yeah, I think if we let in an early goal here, we're in trouble. I mean, first 10, 15 minutes, we've got to keep it tight. And it all depends on who we play at the back. I mean, is Kabak even... I don't know. Is he even on the plane over tonight? Because I think he flew out tonight.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, he's there, and he will be one of the centre-back pairings. And I don't know.
Fabinho will be there.
Yeah, it's going to be, isn't it? It's going to be. The only positive I could take from the Fulham game was when Fabinho was playing, it was Phillips and Kabak at the back. So I wonder if Klopp might have gone, wonder if this works, and he's tested it for half an hour just to go, right, Kabak, Phillips, and Fabinho in the middle. That would be lovely. We would love to see that.
I can't see it. I
just can't see it. I think it's going to be Fabinho back at the back, which. Okay, we can look at it, and yeah, it's a good thing. But we think we lose something in midfield, and I'd love to see a Fabinho, Keita, and Thiago midfield tomorrow. I would, but I'm just not going to see it.
I don't think so. Keith, what do you think? What way do you think you go?
I think we need to see a lot. If we can see a decent hunting press game in the middle of the park, it cuts out a lot of those long balls, to be honest with you. I think we can deal with long balls from the back, but what we can't deal with at the moment is somebody getting their head up in midfield and then playing a ball either down the channel or over the top, and we're in all sorts every fucking time it happens. And they're going to target Trent if Trent starts on that side. It's all going to come down the right hand side, and we need to be ready for it, and it's almost kind of saying to 3 out of 4 attacks must come down our right hand side. 3 out of 4 attacks we're going forward are going down the Trent side. Robertson's not being used at all. It's 1 and 4, 1 and 5. We need to approach that. Do we get him to say, listen, we're protecting a lead here, sit in, go forward when you can go forward, get back. Job number 1 is protect that side. That's job number 1, because it's going to be targeted, and we have to be able to react to that, and we haven't been able to react to it for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. The rule book is simple. Get your head up in the midfield and play it along our right hand side, right? And that's it. And that's all they do. And that's what we're losing to. We're not losing to really creative, intricate play through the middle of the park. It's fucking long balls over the top, typically down our right hand side, and we're in all sorts.
Yeah. I mean, even the game we played them, I mean, they made 2 mistakes in that game, and we punished them. 2 mistakes. It wasn't great play by us. It was 2 balls, really, like you're saying, over the top. Mane and Salah, 1-2. They had 2 or 3 really good chances. I thought they were unlucky not to get at
one
least
at the end. One very good at the end.
Yeah, man had a chance at the end. They hit the post as well, didn't they? I just think it's going to be a bloody tough game tomorrow night, and I think we might need at least a goal to get something out of this. As you say, even 3-1, we're in trouble. We're gone anyway goals.
Yeah.
But I think the midfield is key. I mean, he's got to play the right fit midfield 3, and they've got to have energy in them. They've got to be able to run. The press is gone. The press has gone in the last few weeks, and that's what's killed us. As Keith said, there's no pressing. No one's winning the bloody ball.
It's too easy. It's too easy to beat our press. Way too easy to beat our press. Even playing out from the back, the front 3 aren't pressing as effective enough, or as a unit the way they used to be. It's all very individualistic. And then the ball it's one pass into midfield, it's a head up, and it's a long ball, and that's it. And it's doing us week in, week out. Week in, week out. It's not even that complex, to be honest with you. But do we have the personnel to be able to turn it around and stop it? That's the problem at the moment.
I think we have. I think we have. I think we'll see a different type of intensity now in this competition, given that it is realistically our only option of silverware. I mean, I know people look at 4th as being a success now, which obviously it would be in the league. But, let's forget that. We're only, I think, 7 points behind at the minute. So there's plenty of points to play for. And this league proves that anybody can beat anybody. So the results have gone, not in our favour. They can easily go back in our favour. So I think the Champions League now, we're going to see the spirit of like 2005 and when we went to Kiev, where we knew we weren't the best in the league, but in Europe we were different. But I know we've got loads of, exactly. We got players missing, obviously. But I think this squad, given the fact that we are 2-0 up, I think this intensity will still be there, because the intensity was there in the first leg and it needs to continue.
We're not going to be playing against a low block either. They're going to have to come out and they're going to have to play. They're going to have to look for goals. They may not start off like that. Obviously, they might be a little bit cagey at the start of the match, but they are going to have to come out and play. It's going to leave space in behind.
Yeah,
and are we clinical enough to take those opportunities? We haven't been either over the last couple of weeks, and that is a problem. That is a concern. Maybe Jota gets a couple of chances and he puts one away. I think if we get one relatively earlier on, you might see their heads drop and they might kind of lose a little bit of interest in it and kind of go, do you know what, we're not getting anything out of this. But we're going to need to be clinical and we're going to need to be tight, and then we should be okay. We should be okay. We're losing 1-0. We're not getting railroaded outside of City. It's the odd goal here, isn't it? That's what we're being.
It's the odd goal here and there. But as you say, well, that's true as well. We're not losing 3 and 4-0 in every bloody game. But then again, it was Fulham, Brighton, and Burnley. We're playing Leipzig, are a good side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they will give us more chances, and they'll give us more clear-cut chances, because they're not going to be, it's not going to be a block of 4 and 4 that we're trying to play against or play through. There will be space in behind. There will be space for us to get our head up and play the ball down the channels. And it'll be a foot race.
Yeah, but that's true. But as you say, even if we got through I don't care how we get through. Even if we got beaten, say 2-1, we still go through. But you're into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Anything's possible with a favourable draw. I mean, you're only quarter, semi-final. You know what I mean? And as you said, Jay, that 2005 team weren't exceptional, really. I mean, with Steven Gerrard, all right, but we hadn't got outstanding really an outstanding team to win. I think that was the miracle of Istanbul is absolute. Never mind the final, getting to the final, we did brilliantly, beating Juventus and stuff like that in Chelsea. But I mean, I think we're
just 3 penalty shoots away from it. That's all.
But that's what I'm saying.
3 penalty shootouts.
Well, listen, I'd take it all night
absolutely.
long. Lionel Richie all night long. But as I said, I think the most important thing tomorrow night is he picks the right team, the right balance, that the defensive, this 2 centre-half balance, and that midfield. I'd say it's going to be Jota, Mane, Salah. I think that's probably a given. Mane really has to start because Mane has been very disappointing in the last few games. I never thought I'd say Mane is disappointing, but he really has, hasn't he? Mane Bobby's been getting stick, but Mane's been as bad.
He has. He's not lit up the way he lit up last year and he was okay at the start of the season, wasn't he? And like you said, a lot of them have dropped off. Still baffles me how we haven't scored a goal for ages, and Mo Salah's still top goal scorer. That fucking baffles me.
Without playing exceptionally well, to be honest with you.
Exactly, it's nuts. But yeah, Mane definitely needs a performance tomorrow, and he loves the Champions League, and it's that's true. It's set up for him tomorrow. It's set up for him.
Yeah, did you see the news today before we go? Klopp had been asked a question about the German job. I think it's a lot of politics. Klopp is the type of man that sees out his contracts. 2024, he's there. I don't think he'll be extended or anything. I think he'll go in 2024. Simple as that. 3 years.
I agree, Dave. I said this on Redmen today. He's the type of... He finished his time at Mainz. He finished his time at Dortmund. All this is coming out because it's all fit. It all fits. Steven Gerrard winning the league, Klopp not performing with Liverpool, the Germany job coming up. Yeah, it's like, let's move them. Yeah, but it's all, like you said, it's all bollocks. The pair of you have just said it. You're absolutely spot on. Klopp sees the stuff out. The Dortmund stuff, all right, yeah. His final season was really poor, but that was just timing that. He didn't leave after he finished his contract, and he'll finish the job at Liverpool because that's the type of man he is. And also, just because he's having this bad run doesn't make him a shit manager. If Klopp left tomorrow, every big club in the world will be fucking ringing his phone. So
yeah, that's true.
He's staying, and I can't wait.
So okay, tomorrow night, what do you think? Will we win? Will we draw? Will we lose and still go through?
I think a score draw for me, to be honest with you, and I'd be happy out with that.
A 1-1.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say, Keith. I completely agree with him. I think it's a score draw. I'll take a 1-1.
Yeah, I've been wrong for the last 6 weeks.
Mate, so am I.
Fuck. Listen, I don't care once we go through. The scoreline doesn't really bother me. Once we're in that hat for the quarterfinals, that's all that bothers me. Plus, it also gives us a bit of confidence and a bit of something going forward into the season because we need it at the moment, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And it's like you just hit the nail on the head there, mate. It's good for the players, absolutely. It's fucking massive for us as a fan base. Yeah. We have been spoilt last couple of years, but we've deserved that spoilt because we've been shit for a decade. So it does balance. But it'd be nice for us to get through, and Twitter be a nice place to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? Social media be a nice place to interact with each other.
I think we need to go far in this competition to give that set of players some degree of confidence going into next season, because the league form could have that confidence shattered, and as quickly as it seems to have evaporated, it's not going to come back that quickly. It's going to take a lot of building, and possibly a couple of fresh new faces. If we go far in this competition, I think as it did with the first Champions League final appearance, we went on again after that. So I think it's important that we stay in this competition as long as possible by hook or by crook. Yeah,
absolutely. It'd be nice to bring number 7 home, wouldn't it? It'd be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Wow.
Oh, imagine you
even be able to celebrate.
Imagine the amount of piss boiling that would do.
Meltdown City. Right, guys, I think we leave it there. I mean, Liverpool to go through. Let's hope into the quarterfinals tomorrow night, and we still have games to play in the league. As Jay said, top 4 isn't over yet. Obviously not technically, but I think it's going to be very, very tough to get top 4, especially with Chelsea beating Everton last night, and City United look like they're out. Even Leicester are playing okay at the moment. So, but you never know in football. We're living in a crazy world. It's crazy times. Anything's possible, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate.
Right, Jay, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, pal. I appreciate it. Thank you both.
Nice to meet you, Jay.
See you, buddy.
Talk to you soon. Keto, talk to you tomorrow.
Take care.
Cheers, guys. Stay safe.